This episode is brought to you by Google Chrome. You think you know a browser, but Gemini and Chrome? That's new. It can help you with practically anything on the web, like restoring a vintage motorcycle from a 50-page restoration blog, or finally break down that long article you've had open for weeks. Gemini and Chrome is here for it. Ready to make anything online make sense? There's no place like Chrome. Check responses, setup required, compatibility and availability varies, 18+.
Late night bites with friends? Already hard to beat. That first too hot bite of fries you couldn't wait for, followed by ice cold Pepsi. Now that hits different. Suddenly, the energy kicks back in, the night goes longer, and the laughs don't stop. Because Pepsi brings out more flavor, more fun, and more of the moment. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a Pepsi Zero Sugar today.
This episode is brought to you by ChatGPT. Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. Have you guys heard about ChatGPT work? It's the new way to use ChatGPT for bigger multi-step projects. And when you need more than just answers, give ChatGPT work access to your apps and files, and it can create real work documents like spreadsheets, slides, and structured reports. Get started at chatgpt.com by selecting work mode, available on Plus and Pro plans.
Coach Unplugged is brought to you by great people over at teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. Here is your host, Steve Collins.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Coach Unplugged, episode 487. So I'm just going to jump right into the podcast, but I hope you have a great Monday, and here we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Coach Unplugged. Super excited you decided to join us. A couple things. I'd like to give a big shout out to teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Stop the car. Stop the treadmill. Stop what you're doing. I know you want to become a member. I know you want to increase your knowledge of this game. But someone that's been at every level, coached at every level, I guess I haven't coached in the NBA, but knows what it takes to win. Let me help you through this great thing we call coaching. And also make sure you go over and check out Dr. Dish, the shooting machine you need in your gym. No matter where your gym is located, you need one. Mention Coach Unplugged, they give you $300 off your next purchase. All right, so I got to move something here. We're going to talk about shooting today. Well, some of my thoughts on shooting. So the first one, and I yell this all the time. I yell game shots, game spots, game speed. So let me say that again. Game shots, game spots, game speed. Those are hard to get all three of them. And we'll do another one on, or maybe I put it in Teach Hoops, I don't remember. But we talk about what a good game, what a good shot is. But game shots, game spots, game speeds. Take care of those, you'll be in really good shape. So my son was just in my office. I was talking to him about a couple things shooting-wise that I saw in one of our open gyms. And I said, Drew, you're the most open, and this makes sense to me. You are the most open when you first catch the ball. Not a millisecond after. Think about it. Even if you're coming off a screen or slip, the most open you are is when you first catch the ball. So I think you got to convey that to your shooters and to all the kids. Shooting is a lot of focus. It's feel, it's follow through, it's kind of getting yourself feedback. I always say, especially when we're on the machine and we're doing some drills or something, I always tell them, I want you to say out loud why you missed. Why'd you miss left or right? Why'd you miss short? What did you not do? So, there's a lot of feel in shooting, just like anything. But then follow through is the most, in my opinion, one of the most important things. And then feedback. You have to give yourself, why did you miss that shot? Were you off balance? Were your feet not set? Another thing is kids try to shoot faster. We did a drill with closing out and putting high hands up. The guy running at him. I said, you can't shoot him faster. Steph Curry is Steph Curry because of shot prep, about the things he does before he catches the ball. So it's shot preparation, which allows you to become a better shooter. Great shooters will always demand the ball. And the reason they do that is they stretch the defenses. if you can hit a deep shot, you're going to stretch defenses and you're going to leave openings for everyone else. So great shooters must demand the ball and must be ready to shoot it. Good shooters only miss, great shooters or good shooters don't miss left or right. They miss long and short. If you're missing left and right a lot when you're doing feedback to yourself, there might be some mechanical issues. Make sure you subscribe and like. We would really appreciate that. If you're watching this or wherever you're listening to it, that would be nice. So those are a couple things as far as shots go. Top of the shot, top of the board. I don't love the kids that are the perfect arc that I've kind of found is a shooting machine. So there's a plug-in for Dr. Dish. But the top of the board is kind of is where we want that arc to be. There are machines like Noah, and there's apps that can kind of tell you the arc. It is a parabola from the math teacher. It is, and you want it to hit that vertex so it has a chance to go in, which is the top of the arc. But you always want to make sure you do that. And you got to get in and get practice. Shooters aren't born. Shooters are, you become a shooter by putting in, the levels of mastery, but you got to have the repetition. You got to get in. And there's a difference between being a shooter and a scorer. Shooters can shoot, scorers can shoot and score, which means they can take you off the dribble and do other things like that. So just some thoughts I've jotted down in my notebook over the last 6 months that I thought I'd share. Make sure you subscribe and like. Make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. I know you want to join. I know. And also make sure you use our Amazon link down below. That helps keep the lights on as we expand our Coach Market LLC media conglomerate. I'm adding more podcasts. I want to be able to keep the lights on. Maybe take my wife out to dinner. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hey, Coach. Hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you subscribe and like. Leave a written review. We love those written reviews a lot. Also, I would ask that you work on your craft, just like we ask our players to work on their craft. Go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. And then if you're going to do any shopping, click that Amazon link down below. Use that, bookmark that. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
This episode is brought to you by ChatGPT. Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. Have you guys heard about ChatGPT work? It's the new way to use ChatGPT for bigger multi-step projects. And when you need more than just answers, give ChatGPT work access to your apps and files, and it can create real work documents like spreadsheets, slides, and structured reports. Get started at chatgpt.com by selecting work mode, available on Plus and Pro plans.
Thinking about upgrading your sleep? Now is the time to shop Sleep Number. Trusted by millions for nearly 40 years, Sleep Number offers superior comfort, personalized adjustability, temperature benefits, and value that is unmatched in the industry. And right now, during the Sleep Number Labor Day sale, all mattresses are on sale. Invest in your sleep and experience firsthand Sleep Number's personalized comfort. Stop by a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com to learn more.